Welcome back. Last week, if you recall, we were preparing this bike for its roadworthy, and unfortunately the first time I took it for a lap around the block, the power band kicked in and the clutch kicked out. So $250 from Yambits, new clutch friction plates and steel plates as a set. I think the first steps, I'm going to take the kickstart off, and then I'll remove this lower panel, this right hand panel, and then I need to drain the coolant. I'll keep that coolant though because I want to reuse it because I'm tight. I'm going to drain the transmission oil and then take the coolant pump off and take this outer right hand side cover off.
Cool, crack on.
Nope.
Go on then. Thought you were going to be way quicker at that than you are.
Okay, so just these two Allen key bolts here, Trey.
Yeah, recording you said, are you ready? But you actually wasn't. But you can edit that bit out if you like.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah.
Having taken these two bolts out, we can then rotate the whole body of the coolant pump, and we're going to lose a little bit of transmission fluid, which is why I've got the second container there. So O-ring in here.
Yeah. There's stuff in there and all.
Yeah, and there's a little spacer there
Yeah.
that sits in this groove here,
Interesting.
which is it's still in there at the minute, but I better take it out because
You'll lose it.
it'll go walkabout otherwise. Yeah, you see it there?
Yeah.
Right. So that lives on the end of that shaft. Having undone these two, then I've got this shiny one inside here, and then there's a ring of Allen key studs going around. I don't need to do anything too fancy with this transfer pipe. This takes the oil, the gearbox oil, from here through around the back, but that's a push fit in there. So hopefully this is all going to come away now. This will be the final one, and then we can take the cover off. A couple of these size, 9 of those. Different size head, same size shank. Okay, so you take the top cover off, and then you get your first friction plate, and as we can see, there's not a huge amount of material. Okay, just taking a whole lot off like that. What I might do, I might just take off the burrs of here. Yeah. 30 minutes into the job, we're just going to start reassembling. See these two dots here? The last one of these ring springs has got to have its notch in there.
Right.
Yeah, and then the actual cover that goes on also has a reference point with this.
Right.
So because these are going to go in at all different offsets, I'll start the first one off to the right and I'll just keep moving around a bit further. Brand new friction plate. I'm going to sandwich about half a dozen of those in that sequence. So spring here. So that last notch I put at 2, so I'll go around a little bit further. So say there. Put a friction on. You can check them for thickness and for warp, if you know what I mean by that, Trace.
It's bowed, bent.
Yeah, yeah.
Whatever.
So these are brand new, so they'll be flat as. So what I'm showing you here, Trey, and for those at home, looks like a bit of heat damage. And if I had a flat surface to measure this on, you could probably guess that this is maybe a little bit warped.
Okay. Yeah.
So whilst there are 3 little nodules, you've got to make sure one of those nodules is in between these 2 dots for the last one. Final friction plate, final metal plate, and then back to the 2 reference dots there, that little dot there.
Yeah.
That dot's got to line up with these. Okay, so we'll get these back together and then get a new gasket on the gearbox side, although that gasket's looking pretty good, but we do have a spare gasket, we ordered it.
Go.
Okay, so you torque these up to 8 Newton meters. Okay, clutch cover back on, ring of bolts, coolant pump, kickstart, oil in, coolant in, bleed the transmission, bleed the coolant, and we should be ready for a test drive.
Cool.
Okay, so when refitting the coolant pump, if you're having trouble engaging with the drive, which I am, then you can take the outer half of the coolant pump cover off. You probably sacrifice this gasket, it's probably going to be trashed. That's not too bad, a bit damaged there. Okay, but that's the problem there, is trying to get that engaged. Now I've just twisted it. It's probably, the body's going to slide in. There you go, see, perfect. That's all it was. But if you're not careful, remember on bike 1, we ended up with a broken coolant pump shaft, and these are rare as a rocking horse shit, so always better just to do it this way around. I'm just tweaking up the air box. Oh, the elephant's here on the right hand side.
Yeah.
Bled the transmission, got to top up the coolant. It runs really well, this bike. Obviously, brand new cranks, full rebore, and a brand new clutch. So, happy with that.
All right.
Okay, so that's that. Clutch is done. About a 2-hour job on it, done.
Yeah.
Not too
Something
bad.
like that.
Yeah. All right. Final straight for this bike is to get it through its roadworthy, which hopefully will be next week or the week after, depending on the availability of the bookings. And then, other than that, it's finishing touches to all 3 bikes, get some kilometres on, get the first service done, and then any other little bits and pieces that prop up from that. But I think they'll be getting close to sale at that point.
Yeah, they can find a new home and we'll have space.
Yes.
And cash.
And cash. So we can start on bikes 4 and 5.
Yes. Maybe a little break, but we'll see.
Oh, actually, talking about little breaks, there was a possibility, or there is still a possibility, that we might do a job on a KH750. I don't know exactly when that's going to fit in, but it's for a new friend we've made called Paul. So his KH, that'd be nice. I've not touched one of those before, but they were a bit of a hero bike back in the day, before these came along. But what are you smiling about?
I'm sure I could think of some hobbies I'd like to do as well.
What, different bikes? All right. Anyway, we get the idea. See you later, guys.